yeah, this is a provision that's saying, there are a lot of unknowns about what the ultimate cost is going to be of the clean heat standard. And so when we dive into this, if we're given this to implement, we may find that there's good cause to pause the implementation until there's a larger workforce, or there are different reasons given here why a pause might happen.
I would like to use a slightly different word rather than pause. I would say maybe throttle down, because let's say we want to achieve the emissions reduction, the full amount of emissions reductions, but a potential study or market factors might indicate it's not technically feasible. The workforce isn't there. There might be a number of factors that indicate getting 100% of our goals over the next 3 years just isn't there. And so I'd say throttle down, to some fraction, 90%, 80%, something like that.
I think that's important, because I heard pause and I was like, what are we stopping the whole thing? That seems pretty disruptive.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that clarification. Yes.
And I'm just noticing, I hadn't focused on this before, but the last sentence in that paragraph.
Yep.
What if it was COVID and you had to throttle back to 50% or whatever? That actually would materially affect. So is there a conflict?
Yeah, there could be. So this, and just so everyone's aware, the reference to 10 VSA section 578, A2 and A3, those are the 2030 and the 2050 requirements under the Global Warming Solutions Act. And so I think it's really the A2, the 2030 requirement, where this could come into play, that if we have a pause in the early stage, or not pause, a throttling back in the early stages, how much we throttle back would be dependent on whether we think it can be done and still meet the 2030.
And yet if it's not technically feasible, so is it possible you can have a conflict where it's not, you determine that for whatever reason it's not technically feasible, and yet if you do that because it's not technically feasible, it will materially affect. Is there a conflict in this? I just want something we need to look at. That's all I wanted to know. Okay.
Yeah, I think that there is that possibility.
Okay.
Yeah. As this is written, it is clear that any ratcheting down that we make cannot materially affect the ability to meet those Global Warming Solutions Act requirements.